I think. And the first one would be that it's really ironic, as the other guy mentioned, to call religion a poison and to call for aggressivity against religion in this building. And because a lot of people suffered and died and were imprisoned for like 15, 20, 25 years, and for instance on the night of Easter they were forced to take communion in a little spoon with human excrements and stuff like that. Yes, and one of the core element of the communist ideology was materialism. And one thing that many people don't understand is that evidence becomes observational data, empirical data becomes evidence only in a...
I'm sorry, the question is...
I'm trying to maybe... Okay, 30 seconds. So observational data, empirical data becomes evidence only inside a theoretical framework. And there's evidence for evolution only within the framework created by materialism.
Okay, let me try to answer your 2 points then. So one is, you are quite right that communism did evil things to people for irrational reasons. That I will heartily condemn the persecution of any religious people under any ideology. That includes communists oppressing Christians here, it includes Muslims oppressing Christians in their nations, it includes Christians in America discriminating against Muslims. That those are things that we must reject. Okay, for your second point though, yes, it is true that you need a theoretical framework to account for the evidence, but a good theoretical framework accounts for all of the evidence. What you were saying there is something I'm very familiar with. It's the common line that answers in Genesis, that they just have a different perspective on the same facts. And it's not true.
It's very much true, because when you have a metaphysical...
Can you please not interrupt?
Yeah.
So show a little bit of respect. Thank you.
Right. So, you know, as I am somebody who's very familiar with the evidence for evolution, I have gone through it thoroughly. I can tell you so many things. I could bore this whole audience for days if you were, but we could eat some point. And so when I go through something like the Creation Museum and look what they do, what I see is selective use of the evidence. They pull out little facts and ignore the overwhelming majority of the evidence in order to build this very artificial little bubble where they claim that science supports their ideas. And it's completely false.
No, you just said...
Okay, we're gonna cut it here. Please take the mic. You're gonna be invited, if you want, later on to talk in a more informal environment. But right now, I think it's pretty late. I think you should be pretty excited to go on the rooftop of this building. So I'm not gonna keep you longer here. Just for some administrative details for the international delegates. We have the tour, we go up, and then there are going to be some buses taking you back to the hotel. Thank you very much for joining us.